Hey there everybody, Stuart Knight here with a quick video that I hope will help you boycott what you thought and ideally lead you to the life that you want for yourself, or to help you just see life in a different way so that you can get something out of this so that it helps you just be happier, quite frankly. So here's something that happened to me this morning. I'm on the patio of Starbucks near where I live, and I observed what I've observed so many times. Someone pulls up in their car, they pull out their cell phone, they place their order, they wait for a little bit, and then they go in and they grab their order and they leave. Now, yes, sometimes maybe the person's not doing that, sometimes they're just text messaging somebody, but you know that people are doing this quite often because when they go in, they come out, there's like, in my mind, I'm thinking there's no way that that Starbucks could make a sandwich that quickly or that their coffee would be ready that quickly. They literally walk in and walk right out. So you know they've ordered it in advance. And there's that section at Starbucks, if you haven't been there recently, and a lot of places have this, it's that mobile delivery, if you will, where you can put your order in advance, and then they get the order, and then they just put it in an area where you can just pick it up. You don't have to speak to anyone. And here's what I was thinking when I saw this, okay? I was just thinking about how we so often these days are using technology as a way of doing everything, which is great. I love technology. I mean, you wouldn't be watching this video right now if it wasn't for technology. So I'm not one of those guys that says, oh, no, don't use technology. But somewhere in there, we do need to take a deeper look at this, and we do need to say to ourselves, are we using it too much? And more specifically, are we using it to the point where we are now stopping ourselves from ever having to speak to anyone, or at least way less than we ever did before? And in the process, here's the question for you. Are we missing out on the potential of the majesty and the magic and the spontaneity and the beauty of life? Okay, think about this for a second. Okay, so let's say the person doesn't place their order through the Starbucks app. They in fact go in and they go up to the counter and they order the same thing, and by speaking directly to a person. Let's just say that they do that. While they're doing that, the person behind the counter might say something as simple as, oh, you know, I really like your necklace. And the person goes, oh, wow, thanks very much, I appreciate that. And then that person might really start feeling good about themselves. It's a feeling straight away that they wouldn't have had they not gone in and spoken to someone. But then it may go further. They might come back and say, oh, actually, you know what, it's funny, I was observing, I don't know, your watch, and I really like that. Where'd you get that? And the person comes back and says, oh, I got it in New York City. And then the person on the other side with the necklace says, oh, really, isn't that interesting? I'm going to New York in a couple of weeks. And the other person comes back and says, oh, you know what, I'm there all the time because my family lives there. I don't know what they say. And then they might say in that conversation, you know what, you really need to check out this one restaurant. And then the person goes to New York and they check out that restaurant. And while they're sitting in that restaurant, they end up meeting somebody who changes the course of their life. I don't know how they change the course of their life, but they might. And yes, this might not happen at all, but it's not going to happen for sure if all we do is just keep never allowing ourselves to be open to the majesty of life. That's the beauty of life. Human beings, when we speak to each other, yes, 9 times out of 10, you're just going to order your coffee and you're going to be on your way. But that 1 time out of 10, or that 1 time out of 100, something will happen. Whether it's a feeling you'll get, or a new idea that you're going to get, or a new opportunity, or something that literally could change the course of your life. And I'm seeing so many people now that are relying on technology so much as their #1 form of communication that they're no longer interacting with humans at the degree to which we used to. And because of it, we're missing out on possibilities. And I don't know what they are for you, but it's always something. And I want to get you thinking about that. You know, do you walk down the street looking at your phone and literally miss the beauty around you, or miss a sign above a building that might make you think about something, or miss bumping into an old friend, or miss, I don't know, anything really for that matter that is going to impact your life in some way? Are you an individual that sits in the bus or the streetcar or the train as you're coming home from work and is just on your phone the entire time? Are you the individual that makes it really clear to everyone else around you, do not speak to me? But if you just put your phone down and you looked around and you actually smiled and said hello, what could happen? Maybe somebody will say something like, oh, you know, what was your day like today at work? Or I've seen you on this train before. I don't know, but I do know that there's a high likelihood that something will happen. So many people I meet who are single, as another example of this, they're continuously telling me how they're so frustrated that they never meet anybody. And yet they use technology as their way of doing absolutely everything and thus never meet anybody. Well, I don't know, but who's to blame here, okay? So think about it. How are you using technology as a way to communicate? And there's nothing wrong with it. Text, message, email, I do all of it. But are you doing too much of it? In the workforce, are you doing too much of it? Are you one of those people who only emails your colleagues? You never get up from your desk, you never walk down the hallway to just ask them a question. It's in that moment where you ask them a question where they might say something like to you like, hey, didn't you recently go to that one restaurant? Yeah, because I'm going to go there tonight. So what did you think of it? And that starts a conversation. It's a conversation that's not going to happen via email, but it will if you're standing at that person's desk. So yes, we need to use technology to communicate with each other, but just ask yourself whether or not maybe you're missing out on these really interesting possibilities that life can present us when we give it a chance to do so. Are you opening yourself up for the magic? And if technology is getting in the way, then you're not. And you have a choice. You can either do something about it or not. Anyway, I hope you do something about it. Something to think about. All right? There's lots of magic around you, but you're never going to see it if you're always on your phone. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching that video, my friend. I would love to have these videos land right in your inbox. If you want to get that, just sign up right here. If you do, you're going to get a free gift, exclusive content, and you'll be the first to learn about amazing things that we have coming up.